Hello students, myself Amrita Jadhav and welcoming you all to the part 11 of the chapter Superposition of Weights. And in this particular part we are going to deal with the numericals, which is based on string section and even the sonometer section. Okay. So here you can see the numerical on the board. I haven't written the whole numerical. It is from the exercise and it is 19th number example. Okay, we are going to solve the 19th example which is there in your exercise of superposition of weights. So before moving towards this, let me revise the things which is there we have studied in the string as well as in sonometer. What is the sonometer? We have discussed about sonometer first and sonometer second. We have written you all have written the experiment also, which is based on the sonometer. In that, what we have done, it is a wooden block, okay, and there were two holes to the sonometer, wooden holes, and the air which was blowing inside the whole block. Two knife edges like bridges are pulled on the sonometer. Why it is called as meter? Because the scale which is there on that box is of 1 meter. Okay, then a wire is stretched on the sonometer. One end is fixed at the sonometer and second end, and to the second end weight can be applied, which is in terms of tension, okay, which is slotted weight. So to verify the laws which is there for the string, which is by looking at the formula, which is this, n is equal to 1 by 12 under root t by n. By considering this formula, we have stated laws regarding this. First one is law of length, n is inversely proportional to L. Second one is law of tension, n is directly proportional to root t. Third one is law of mass density or density, which is n is inversely proportional to root m. Okay, so this was the laws which is related to that, and by taking all the laws, we have derived the all things which is regarding this, and we have verified all of those laws by using this apparatus which is known as sonometer, in which what we have done, we have took a paper rider which placed on the wire, which is uniform wire, and the two knife edges was there, and the paper rider is placed in between the two knife edges, and we about to give the sound note by using the tuning fork. We can apply many tuning fork which is having different frequencies. Suppose I have taken the frequency of 520 Hz of any tuning fork. I will take the tuning fork, I will strike that on the rubber pad, and then the stem of the tuning fork will be touched to the sonometer block, that apparatus. If I place that stem on the block, what will happen? Vibrations will create. Okay, now what exactly happens over there? If the vibrations will becomes maximum, then the paper rider will fall off at certain length. Now what is length? Length is nothing but the distance between two knife edges or two bridges. You can move that bridge. I will draw a diagram of the same so that you will get the idea of the same. So suppose this is sonometer block. This was the block, and here was the hole through which air can blow, right? So it creates the natural frequency, and while we are applying tuning fork to it, it will give the artificial frequency. When both matches each other, it will create resonance. So which is the basic concept behind this. So one end, as I told you, one end is attached at this hook of the wire, and this wire, here is the pulley support through which this wire is hanged to the slotted whips. These are the slotted whips. Okay, now as I told you, there are two bridges over there, like this. Two bridges. Here are the two bridges which is having knife edges on its top. Okay, so I have put in paper rider over here, suppose, and I will just place a tuning fork over here by striking it on the rubber pad. What will happen? It will create vibrations and we can hear the sound through this. Okay. So while we are vibrating this, what happens? This paper adder will try to fly off, but it will not fly off. Why? Because it will fly off only when this artificial frequency and the natural frequency which is there inside it will matches with each other, and it creates resonance, and this will create maximum vibration and it will fall. So that particular length at which paper adder fall off is nothing but resonating length, and that length is being measured between these two bridges. If you are not getting, or if the paper adder do not fall down, what you can do is you can just move these bridges far away or near to each other, so that you will get the exact resonating length where the paper adder will fly off. Okay, so this is all about the sonometer. By using this, we have verified law of length as well as law of tension also. So now we are going to do the numerical which is basis on this. What things should be given inside this? Length is obviously 1 meter. Tension should be given, or a frequency of tuning fork should be given. Then how the tuning fork are arranged, what is the beat frequency, these all things should be given, and then we can find out the things which is we have to find out, which is given inside the example. Okay, so let's move towards the numerical which is based on either this or only string. First we'll see the numerical which is based on the string only. So the numerical which is there in front of you is based on the string section. Okay, what is given? A string is fixed at one end and other end is move up and down. String is having length 1 meter, it is attached to one end and other end is moving like this. And the given thing is, while you are moving this, antinode is created. So as the wave is being created, stationary wave with 4 complete loops is being created. That means when it is fixed at this end and I am moving this, so it will create like this, right? So it will create 4 complete loops. 4 complete loops are being created like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 loops which is being completely created, but half will be there. So not only 4, actually it is at antinode, right? It is given. The open end is at creating antinode. So half is also there, which is not given over here. So we have to take that half one also. So let's see now what happens. So we have to consider the length by considering the half loop also. So what will be the length by considering 4 and half loop, as it is being created by 4. So this is lambda by 4. Next one is being half. So this out of 4, half is also there. So what it will be? We have to multiply it here by 2. So lambda plus 8 lambda divided by 4. So we get 9 by 4 lambda. So we got length as 9 by 4 lambda. I can write the value for lambda from this. What is lambda? 4 is upon 9. I got value for lambda also. I know the value for L. L is 1 meter, right? So I can put the value for L. So I will get lambda as 4 by 9 by putting the value of L. Now what we are going to find out is V. Speed of that loops we are going to find out. So what is V? V is nothing but n lambda, as we know. N is given 15 hertz. So I just put here 15 into 4 by 9. So this way we will get 20 by 3. So I will just write the 20 by 3 as second numerical. which is the 20th one from your exercise. A violin is given. Violin, we are going to consider that means again the string, application of string is there. Inside the violin is having frequency 440 Hertz, and we have to find out the of first and second overtone. This is we are going to find out. What is given? A string inside violin vibrates with the frequency of fundamental frequency of 440 Hertz, and what we are going to find out is frequency of first and second overtone. So by considering the derivation of string, I will write the formula. First overtone will be twice n, and second overtone will be thrice n. Why? Because while we are considering a string in violin, what happens? It is attached to, fixed to both the ends. So we have to consider the derivation which is there for string which is fixed at both the ends. In that, all harmonics are present, even as well as odd. So this is n1 is twice n, n2 is 3n. What will be next one? It is 4n, then 5n, 6n. Okay. So first overtone is nothing but twice n. I can just put the value, and I know this is 440. So I will get first overtone frequency of first overtone I got. Then frequency of second overtone. Again I got. So this is all about this. This can be asked for only 2 marks. This is for 1, this is for 1. And even it can be asked in MCQ also. Okay. So this is very easier one. You can read. I have told you the example, what is example, but for your reference you can take the textbook while watching this video. Take textbook with you, and this is the example number 20, and solution for that is this. Okay. Now let's move towards the next one. So next example is on board. I have written just given things. I will just read that numerical, which is 21st numerical from your exercise. It is given that a set of 8 tuning fork is arranged in series of increasing order of frequencies. Each fork gives 4 beats per second with the next one, and the frequency of last fork is twice that of first. Calculate the frequency of first and the last fork. Okay. So the given things I have written on the board. First, the very important thing which they have given is the last frequency of the tuning fork is twice the first one. So I have written N8 is equal to twice N1. N1 is the first, obviously. Then beat frequency is given as 4 Hertz, right? And they told us that the tuning fork are arranged in increasing order. As they have given beat frequency as 4, we will write in that sense. Okay. And what we are going to find out is we are going to find out the first frequency and the last frequency, N1 as well as N8. We are going to find out. So let's move forward towards the numerical. First, we have to write down all the frequencies of tuning fork, means N1, N2, N3 up to N8. We have to write down. Okay, so let's write what will be N1, not N1, we will write first N2. N2 will be nothing but N1 plus 4, as bit frequency is 4, it is 4 times the previous one. So it will be N1 plus 4. What will be N3? N3 will be N2 plus 4. But what is N2? N2 is N1 plus 4, right? So I can write N1 plus 4 plus 4. That will be N1 plus 8. This 8 can be written as N4 will be N3 plus 4, which is N1 plus 8 plus 4, which comes out to be n3 plus, n1 plus this. This 12 can be written as what I have written. N2 is N1 plus 4, right? N3 will be N2 plus 4, previous one plus 4. This can be written in, by putting this value. I have written this like N1, instead of N2 I have put N1 plus 4, and this plus 4 will be as it is. So it will be N1 plus 4 is nothing but 8. But I have written this 8 in such a way that 2 into 4. So this 2 and this 2 will be easier to understand. Okay. So if I skip this steps, I can directly write this as N1 plus twice this. I am skipping that. So this will be the easier one. Okay. Now for this we are going to apply the same funda. For the next one, which is N4, is N3 plus 4, right? Instead of N3, what I can put? N1 plus this. I got this much. So I will just rub this and I will write this comes out to be N1 plus 3 into 4. So you can just see over here. I will just underline so that you will get idea. So if you find out N2, it is nothing but only N1 plus 4, right? In terms of 4. But if you find out N3, it is N2 2 into 4, while N3 3 into 4. 4 is constant over there. It is multiplication of 4 because bit frequency is 4. So in similar way, you can directly write down value for N8. How it can be? It will be N7 plus 4, is it? Directly you can write this as this is 7 over here. So what will be that? It will be N1 plus 7 into 4. In similar way, I have applied the same thing over here. So we got values for all the tuning 4. First is N1 plus 4, second is N1 plus 8 actually, N1 plus 12, N1 plus 28. Okay, so this is nothing but N1 plus 28, which is N8. So now what we can do, we have to find out value for N1 now. See, N8 is what? Twice N1. So I can put the value for N8 as twice N1. So twice N1 is equal to N1 plus 28. So N1 will be 28. So I got the first frequency of tuning fork as 28. So N1 is 28. So by putting the value of N1 in all of this, you can get frequency of all the things. Suppose I want to find out this. This has to be hertz, right? Unit has to be written. So N1. So what will be N2? 28 plus 4. 29, 30, 31, 32. Second is 32 hertz. In the same way, you can find out. So what will be N8 then? As N8 is twice N1, it is twice of 28. So it will be 56 hertz. So this is what you got. First frequency and the last frequency. So in this way you can find out the frequencies of sonometer. Okay. So we'll solve the next one also, which is the 22nd numerical from your exercise. Just have a look. Even in 22nd, sonometer is given, tension is given. So you can see on the board, I have written the numerical. Just I told you that, just take your physics textbook so that you will able to match both the sums, which is 22nd from your exercise. It is given that it is sonometer. tension in that sonometer is 40 Newton, and that sonometer wire comes in unison with the frequency of 384 Hertz. Then the tension which is applied for the second time is lesser than or decreased by 1.24 Newton. So I have directly written this as T2 is equal to 40 minus 1.24 in 38.76 Newton. Okay, so this is what I have written. Now what we are going to find out is, as it is the 22nd, see, if it vibrates in unison with the tuning fork of frequency 384 Hertz, how many number of bits get produced in the 2 seconds if tension in the wire is decreased by 1.24 Newton? What we are going to find out is how many number of bits we are getting. Okay, that we are going to find out. So let's see. First we will find out, this is nothing but N1. We'll consider this as N1, right? So we'll write the formula. N1 is 1 by 2L under root T1 by M. As the same wire is there, so M will be same for both of them. N2 will be T2 by M. So I will just divide both the equations. As we want to find out N2, so I am taking N2 in the numerator. This term will get cancelled, this term will get cancelled. You will get, is it N2 by N1. Now we will substitute the value for all of them. What is N2? We don't know. What is N1? 384. T2 by T1. T2 is, T1 is, so N2 is nothing but you can find out the root by taking the log of them, or directly you can divide this by 40 or by 4 and you can find out the root, and we are going to multiply it by the term N1, which is 384. So we will get the value as, or I can show you here like how I got the value. 384 will be as it is square root. This is divided by 40, so I can write this as divided by 4. So 38.76 divided by 4 into 10. Okay, so this. So this, what you got, this is to find out the root of this. Okay, so it is actually 9.69, right? If you shift that decimal point towards right, so it will become 10 raised to minus 2. So that will be the easier one, and you can find out the square root from the logarithmic table of 96. Okay, or you can just find out square root of this. Okay, so this is the way by which, by taking all these things, we got the value as 378 Hertz. So we got the value 0.2. So we'll just see how much is the difference between both of them, that is N1 and N2. So we are going to subtract. So after subtracting N1 minus N2, N1 is 384, right? 384 minus 378. How much we got? 6. asked you for the 2 seconds. What will be the bit frequency for the 2 seconds? So what will be that? It should be multiplied by 2. So you will get 12 hertz for 2 seconds. This is it. Okay. So this is the next one. I will tell you what kind of formulas you are going to put over there. Okay. And you are going to solve. Only 2 or 3 are remaining. So do solve that. Consider that as homework and solve all of them inside the exercise. I will tell you the formula which is being used for all of them. Okay. So let's see what is the next thing. Which is the next one? Next one is 22nd. We have solved 23rd. Sonometer wire of length 0.5 meter. Let's write down. As it is 23rd. Length is given as 0.5 meter. As it is stretched by weight of 5 kg. Weight is given. You have to find out tension for the same. How you can find out? It is weight, you can write mass, m into g. So that has to be 5 into 9.8. So whatever you will get, that will be tension. What is that? 49 Newton is the tension. Okay. Then the fundamental frequency of vibration is 100 Hertz. Fundamental frequency is 100 Hertz. This is what is given, and you will have to find out linear density of the wire. You are going to find out the linear density. Okay. So this is what given. We will write down the formula, which is the same formula. This you are going to find out. Square the whole equation. You will get what you want to find out. M. Arrange equation in that terms. Substitute all the values. T. L square, n square. And you can just solve and find it out. This is easy one. I have given you all the solution. You just wanted to find out the last one, which is the answer. You will get, definitely you will get the answer. Okay. So in this way you can find out the next one also. This is the 23rd, and the last one also there, which is based on the same thing. Guitar. The string of guitar is 80 cm long, has a fundamental frequency of 112 Hz. If the guitarist wishes to produce a frequency of 160 Hz, where should the person press the string? Did you got? The guitarist is there and he is playing with the guitar, and at length 80 cm, he got the frequency of 112 Hz. And now he wants the frequency 160 where it has to press. What should be the length? Easy one. Which kind of law you can apply? This law. N1 is given, N2 is given, L1 is given. You can find out L2. Easier one. Okay. So in this way we have solved almost all the examples which are there in your exercise. So you are able to solve solved examples as well as unsolved. I have given you all the solutions. Okay. Still, if you have any query regarding this, do ask me in comment section. I will solve your query. Okay. Thank you.